Hey Abirami, how are you doing?
Hi, ma'am. I'm good. And what about you?
I'm doing good. The context for the conversation is, first of all, I want you to introduce yourself. Following that, we'll talk about an overall view about, based on your experience as a recent graduate, what are students, especially girls at your age, looking for in terms of guidance and mentorship that can help them progress through their job search as well as to be successful in their job. Besides the guidance and mentorship, talk to us about the other problems that you face as part of this journey and how others can look to help you in this.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I know you from a friend of mine, you're her daughter. Go ahead and please talk about what you do, what have you studied, and what has been your journey until now.
Yes, ma'am. I'm very glad to talk to you. I'm Abirami. I have completed my graduation in Bachelor's of Engineering, and I have graduated in March 2024. And currently, I'm working as an Java full stack developer at Chennai. Thanks a lot.
And where did you do your studying, Abirami?
I have studied in a rural area named Perundurai in Tamil Nadu, Erode, ma'am.
And was this an intentional journey for you to study what you studied?
Yes, ma'am. It was a good journey during my college days, and I have seen lot of things there.
And talk to me about what are some of the challenges that women at your age face, either in college or as part of the early career.
Yes, ma'am. When we look into the challenges that girls face in college, the first one comes to my mind is about how to apply for a job because we can't blindly trust anyone. So, how to apply via using any portals or by referrals or which mode is best for that one. So, that's the first challenge that comes to my mind. And when I move to the second challenge, we are learning things, but we don't know how to learn it smartly with the time management because we are looking things deeply and learning everything so that it takes much of a time and we can't focus on many things. While focusing on one thing itself, it takes a lot of time and energy so that we can't focus on more things and it is difficult to get placed. So the second challenge is about learning things smartly along with time management also. And the third one is improvement of soft skills because nowadays it plays a major role, especially communication and leadership skills. So I think we need much more soft skills training so that we may shine.
How does a college, I'm hoping that your college also provided some sort of support, like job search support. Do they also talk to you about smart learning, time management, you know, and your communication is amazing, So talk about one is the type of support colleges provide. The other thing is, how have how have you used that and how come your skills in communication is, it's good.
Yes, ma'am. Whenever coming to my college, they have provided me in placement training. They have provided soft skill training also and other things. But it went as an classroom method. So I expect more concentration may be given to the individuals so that I can improve more myself. But I have learned many things from there only. These communication skills were given from my training sessions.
Awesome, awesome. And how did you what has been your job search? So currently you are employed, and how have you, is this a placement through college?
Yes, ma'am. I have got placed through my on campus.
And how many kids in your group got placed through the college, and how many were women, and who are left behind? How many women did not get through?
Coming to my department, there are 25 girls in our college, and in that, some 15 girls got placed in on campus, and remaining were left, ma'am.
Do you know what happened to the remaining 10?
They are preparing for some exams that is conducted by the government.
If you look at what IBIC does, what are the things that you think? So IBIC is, besides being the mentoring platform, we also offer services that sort of add to your soft skills aspect of it. Now, given that, what else can IBIC do that can help, you know, girls in colleges?
Yes, ma'am. In my point of view, IBIC can provide guidance in many ways to the girls to improve their career. In that first one, I think they can provide guidance for creating a proper professional CV because it is the entry point for all the jobs. So that once if that CV gets perfect, then other things will be set right. So I think that guidance is essential for all the girls. And second one, I think. We can provide guidance about how to present ourselves before an interviewer because whatever we prepared when we attend an interview it becomes a nervous session so that we may not able to talk some things but if some proper guidance and practice is given means then they can present themselves nicely to an interviewer so that there may be an chance for that girl to get placed in that company and smart learning can be provided to the students because it will be much more effective as I told in my challenge that we need to learn things smartly with time management then usually we have a lot more goals but we don't know how to focus towards that goal and how to achieve that goal so some guidance can be provided towards that because if we achieve small goal means then ultimately we can achieve what we need in our career so I think we need a guidance towards goal achievements and goal setting and finally I think we need guidance to improve our leadership skills and communication skills especially when it comes to situational thinking because in the corporate world I think they are expecting that one so I think we need that one that we have not come across through our colleges.
Very nice, very nice. If you were thinking of a mentor, what would be the ideal mentor that you would look for? Would language be a requirement? The language affinity. Do you? I know you speak Tamil. Is that an important aspect of who you would look for in a mentor? Would you look for domain awareness? What type of mentor would you say, Prabitha? Could you please assign this type of mentor to me?
According to me, if I need training in soft skills, then I need a mentor who can take time and effectively communicate to me and can provide tips regarding to improving my communication skills. I don't need especially that a mentor should know Tamil or something because I need to improve my communication skills. So I don't need such a kind of mentor, but I need one who can provide tips and who can understand me well. Then I need a mentor who can able to guide me well by providing some motivation.
What would be some of the tips that you would tell a mentor? Think about these things when you're talking to a mentee. What would you say to become a good mentor? Because, besides all this, the skill aspect of it, there's something that makes you comfortable with the mentor, right? What are some of the things that you would say as a mentor, please be aware of these things?
According to me, as a mentor should have a feeling of empathy towards us because he should know our problems and he should value our problems. I think a mentor should stand in the feet of a student to understand his problems and he should be able to provide solutions in the point of view of the students, ma'am.
How effective are you comfortable with the remote mentor, or would you prefer somebody in person? Is that, does that, is that, do
Personally, I don't have any choice, ma'am. Any mentor, I will be okay.
you have any questions for me?
No, ma'am. Today I don't have any questions.
Okay, good. Okay, let me also ask, how many of friends in your circle or even beyond friends know the concept of mentor? Do they understand what a mentor is? Is that something new in within your circle, within your age group, within where you come from?
No, ma'am. Mentor is a common thing that we all know because in our colleges we are doing projects. Even in our final semester and in the mid semester, we are doing the projects. So even in the college itself, we are assigned to a mentor, and a mentor will guide us towards how we should select the project and what are the things that we should do in a project. He will always monitor us, and he will guide us throughout the projects, ma'am.
Okay. What has been the most challenging aspect of your college campus placement? Which part of that was, I know every part is going to be, stressful, but which has been your most challenging part of this entire journey of placement?
I would consider the first round itself going to be very challenging, ma'am, because it will be most of aptitude rounds or something MCQs like that. So they will be filtering many students in that round only because the entire college will attend the same test, and they will filter only some 10 percentage of the students. For example, if 1,000 students are attending, they will be going to select only 50 or 100, and in that 100 they will be going to conduct interviews and some other group discussion activities like that. So becoming one of that 100 itself is a challenging task, ma'am.
And for you personally, outside that challenge aspect of it, which was the most, so you got through the 100, the aptitude. So was the aptitude, was that the point where you felt relief that at least it validated something of you and you were more confident going in?
Yes, ma'am, because after that only they are going to see in us in person, and they are going to evaluate us in person.
Okay, okay.
So after clearing the aptitude only, I got a confidence that I'm getting a chance to get present before an interviewer.
Very nice. So basically, getting that door to open for you was the
Yes,
most
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
challenging. And once you had the door open, then basically you had more confidence in yourself to think about how you plan forward. Okay. And if there was if as a mentor, what is things that you would say, Prabitha, do not talk about this, do not do this to your mentee? What are some of the things that I should be aware as a mentor?
As a mentor, I think it's not good to talk about our personal things like what is your family doing, how many siblings you have, like that. The personal things I prefer not to do as a mentor, ma'am.
Okay.
Then not to feel them low because if some students didn't communicate well, or they didn't have that much skill in anything, please don't feel make them low. Please always make them motivated and do the things. And
Okay.
that's it, ma'am.
Tell me something. Are most of the kids within your circle, do they all have laptops, or is it basically the primary method in which you communicate? Even if you did the mentorship, it would be all through phones. Do you guys have laptops, personal laptops, or is it all on phone?
I think not all the students are having laptops, ma'am. But if we are in college, then we have our college labs, so that in our colleges we can use our monitors. But I think don't all have a personal laptop.
What would be a good time to have some sort of mentorship and guidance from programs like IBIC? Because your entire day, I know, if I remember my days in college, you're completely occupied. You have classes after classes, then you have exams, then you have midterms and tests and all these things. What would be the right time if you had to recommend a time that most of the students would be available? What would be a nice, good time in the week for mentorship programs?
According to me, ma'am, if we are good connected to a college means, then it is good to allocate a certain time period by the college staff itself, because then only it would be more effective. All the students will be available at one room, and it would be easy for getting things.
Okay. So coordinating so what you're telling is it would be very effective if we had the program as part of the curriculum rather than outside the curriculum, right?
Yes, ma'am, because when it moves to outside the curriculum, then each individual has an every time slot, and they will have some slot of household works likewise. So it is very difficult to say what time will be correct.
Do you think you have enough hours in your curriculum during your college time that you can insert, uh, you know, mentoring as part of it, an hour per week based on your
Uh,
curriculum?
I would say that if the placement training in that sessions, if we include this mentoring, it would be better, ma'am. Because in placement training also they are providing the same sort of things. So if mentoring is available in that time, it will be more effective for us because both the things are almost. We are learning the same kind of things so that it will be more effective in that time.
So you did mention that placement services also provide you mentorship, right? Who are those mentors? Who are how do they select those mentors? And are these like alumni who come forward? Who becomes your mentors during the placement services?
Sometimes alumni become the mentors, ma'am, but most of the time, the people who are working in the IT, they will come and provide training sessions, ma'am.
Is that so? So people working outside as part of some sort of affiliations with the college, they come. Do they become a mentor for a year, or they come and they do like 3 weeks of mentorship and then go away? How does those mentor programs work in your placement services?
They will come only for a certain week or a month, ma'am. According to our placement training schedule, the mentors will change day by day, so they will come only for a short period of time.
This
Thank
is
you.
extremely helpful. Thank you for spending your weekend with me. And this is valuable input. And thank you so much for your time, Abirami.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.